Alright guys, what's up? Eric from Metal RC here with my buddy Damien doing some work on his 2000 Chevy Lumina. Coming at you guys live right now because I noticed that searching for a 2000 Chevy Lumina, there's not a whole lot of them out there. And my channel is RC Metal or Metal RC and more. Here's the and more part. I've already started just a little bit here. The first thing you usually do is these 4 bolts. I got one of them out right here just that way I could actually show you guys. This is a 10mm bolt. You got 4 of them on here. Torque specs on these are actually can actually be easily found just about anywhere. I don't know them offhand right now, and I don't have a torque wrench, so I don't recommend doing it the way I'm going to. I've just been doing these long enough that I know a couple things. So anyhow, let's see here. We're going to be changing out the pulley on this one, so we got a new pulley here, and then we got the new water pump right over here. Best way to actually get going here. Hold on there for me. Best way to actually get going here is to grab off the old pump or the new pump and just kind of take a peek at it real fast. There we go. So you can actually see what you're up against right here. You see there's 5 holes. This whole pump only goes in one way. It won't go in any other way. So it's almost impossible to screw it up. You got to really be a dictator. So normally what you do is when you have the belt on, first thing you do is just automatically loosen these. You can take them out completely if that's your preference. I don't like to. I like to just loosen them and then take my belt off. There we go. That just pops off right there. Now, if you were going to be using this, you'd want to hit some sandpaper and just clean this out real nice. You see how that's all fucked? You'd want to clean all of that up if you were going to be reusing that. We're not going to be reusing it, so that one's junk. 4 screws, just take them, put them away in the little screw spots that every single car has. Then you're going to have these little guys here. These are the ones that I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is the kid right here. 5/16. Dude, I'm so thankful this freaking car is actually in very decent shape.
Me too.
I mean, I'm still giving myself wiggle room for having some problems here and there, but for the most part, this car is actually really nice. All the screws must have been torqued just right, the way they were supposed to be, because they're coming out no problem. I happen to know that for... Which way am I going here? Go backwards. I happen to know that for the water pump, I want to say it's 89 inch for the torque on this. Like I said, I don't have a torque wrench, so I gotta just be careful when I do this. I don't want to tighten these up too tight. I basically get them tight, and then I do like the age-old kind of like quarter turn pass tight kind of thing there. That way I know I'm good, and so on and so forth. I haven't had a problem. Maybe one of these days I'll get myself a torque wrench. There we go. There's that part. Alright, now the only reason why I did it this way is because I know that thing's been on there for a while. It ain't coming off anytime too soon. At least not without me grabbing a freaking big freaking screwdriver and stuffing it up inside here and prying this off. So the next thing that you want to do is normally it's recommended to flush out the system. We're not going to be doing that this time either. A lot of the ways that I'm doing this right now isn't recommended. But when it comes to actually doing the job, you can actually learn something, at least from this part right here. we're doing what we can with what we got with the funds that was given to the dude. So anyhow, we're definitely cool enough here. So I'm gonna open the top. Yeah, look at that. That's all nasty. This thing's probably all kinds of freaking rotted out inside there. Come over here. Got a pair of pliers. Got these little nifty clamps over here. I hate these freaking things. They're a bitch to work with, but they're kind of like the best fucking thing for this job. So you gotta kind of wiggle that thing out of there. There we go. Just kind of wiggle that back and forth. You want to kind of get it past the lip that I'll be able to show you momentarily. There we go. Can I get it past there without snapping my MFing finger? There we go. Bring the camera in. Right down there. So I got that right about there. That's where I'm going to leave it. Open up my visors just a little bit here so I can pull that off. Set them up there. Now I can remove my hose here. But we are in my garage. So maybe grab a little something to catch some coolant. I'm gonna grab this bad Larry. Throw this up underneath there. We'll be leaking right there. Too fucking far. There we go, right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we still got a whole bunch right there. Oh, I'm all like, dude, you got a little bit of oil in there. I forgot I'm using an oil pan.
That shit look hot, bro.
It is still hot. Normally recommended to do this cold. Always do this cold. We let it sit for quite a while, but as you can see, he's having water sending problems. There we go. Just let the rest of that pour out of there. There we go. Dude, look at that. And I barely got nothing, or barely anything on your belt. Just remind myself to freaking dry that right now. I'll get that off of there. Okay, now that part's done.
That's that Smokey Robinson right there.
Now what that is, that's that half-ass backyard mechanic water pump swap at midnight. See, I'm trying to find a spot to go. Come on, Brian, off of there. This is the part that I knew I was going to have a problem with getting the damn thing off of there.
Think they fucking glued that shit?
Oh, they might have used some sort of an adhesive.
Here she blows.
Yeah, this thing was fucking shot. Look at that.
Oh my goodness. Thank God.
That thing was done.
Get it up.
Most of the gasket came out. That's cool, so I don't got much scraping to do. At least there's that, right? Oof.
Oh, it's all brown and nasty in there.
Yeah, you're gonna wanna. Let's see here. Can I get my light on? There we go. That up inside there is what it's gonna look like inside. There you go. You want to just kind of clean that all up as best as you can. Get any kind of debris that may be inside there. It's okay. Don't fret about getting all of the water that's inside there out of there. You'll be fighting that for quite a while. That is if you just did it the way that I did it. Now,
Can't believe how fucking rusty that is.
I know, right? Pretty gross. Well, actually, you know what? This one here will work perfect. Got my little spiffy little keychain 5-in-1 here from when I was painter. Use that to scrape all that gasket off of there. You want to be careful when you're doing this too. Don't get too aggressive and start freaking gouging this damn thing up or anything like that, because then you got more problems than just your water pump failing. You'll definitely have some leaking issues. Alright. I need some more leverage. This one looks like a good candidate. There we go, perfect. Using this causes me to have to scrape more because you can't really push too hard. It's just a freaking paint scraper. They're not really meant to be really sharp. Get all this excess off first. I'll go back to this thing. See, now if I was able to record and then edit and all that other good shit, this would be the point in time where it just got fast forwarded and you didn't have to see me going through all of this crap. But I guess at the same time, this is a pretty real video here because you're actually seeing how it happens when it happens in real time. It's a pain in the ass. This part here is the worst part of the job. It really is. This is the worst part of the job. Once you're past this, it's basically smooth sailing from there. You just want to get this surface all nice and clean. There we go, just about done. Just gotta wipe that all off and make sure I'm just about done. Got like this little spot right here. a little spot right there. And I just got this. And then this piece right here. I can use the big one for that. Oh boy, be careful. That's the stuff you want to watch out for. You know, don't be getting all wild and crazy with it. Take your time, get it done right. Save yourself a headache. That's how you want it to look. No gasket left behind whatsoever. There we go, a little light in there. I hate how that damn thing takes a picture like that, because later on after this is done, I'll be deleting pictures.
Yeah.
Now you're going to get a little bit of the gasket right in here. Do your best to get that crap out of there. And by do your best, I mean make sure you get it all the hell out of there. Stick a towel in there and soak up as much of that water as you can just to make sure. Yep, we're good to go. I got no pieces left inside there. Just run your fingers over that belt real quick, get that crap off of there. Stuff in the way of the pulley. Because you got your, what is that, AC down there? You got your AC right underneath it, so you want to, you know, clean the crap off of the pulley that's down there too.
Which don't work.
Which don't work.
It's a leak in the pipe somewhere. That shit's still smoking. Jesus.
Yeah, I'll be done with this and you won't even have lost freaking temperature yet. Here's the
goodness.
Here's the new one. Look at that old, that's still the factory one, that old ass impeller. This is the new one here.
Yeah, get that out of there.
So what I like to do, I like to take this thing and just fit her in there real quick. Make sure everything lines up first before I even go any freaking further. That's one there. That's not one there. Especially when I get a pump that looks different like that, I just want to make sure. That one's lined up, that one's lined up. That one's good. That one's good. And then the bottom guy that you can never freaking see. There's that bitch. There it is. Yeah, and there it is right there. Okay. You don't have to do it that way. You might even think I'm crazy. Cute. No, I'm just kidding. That just makes me feel better. At least I know we have the right part. I didn't do all of this for nothing. And old boy's stuck here with no way to get home.
Nah, I'm put that old one right back on.
No, you ain't putting that back on. No sirree.
Oh, it's over for that?
Oh yeah, that's over for that. That thing's out now. That ain't going back in. Where are we going here? Just the way that I had it. You dumbass, turn it around. Remember how I said it only goes one way? You turn it this way and these here don't line up. And neither do these. Just like that. Yeah, see that ain't lining up either. So yeah, right about there. Yeah, so like I said, only one way it goes on correctly. Wish I had some red RGB. I wonder if I do.
About to get a cigarette now.
Jesus Christ, matching the fucking glove. Gasket up is just as hard. Probably wouldn't be so difficult if it wasn't, you know, fucking midnight. Now the only other part that's gonna usually tends to suck after this is the part where you gotta lift the tensioner back up. It's been sitting for a little while, so it's been all nice and relaxed. Can't get that one to fucking break free as being a bitch. There we go.
Thanks for the feature.
Is that actually started? Yeah, that's actually cultural. Right down there. And this guy, right over here. This one's just taking its sweet precious time getting in there. Okay. Notice I haven't fully tightened any of these down. This would be the point where you get them down and then you're supposed to come in with your freaking torque wrench and take care of all of this. So go right about there. About there. There we go, there's tight. Right about there. There we go. There you go, so that's tight, 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 tight. Good to go. Now at this point, we come in with the new pulley. Nice and shiny.
Must have actually put water in this thing for it to look like that.
Yeah, sure, why not? Can't really hit my e-cig at the moment. Now, we're all done with this side for the moment. Roll away, roll away. This would also be an absolutely ideal time to inspect your belt. And there you go. That's basically job done right there. Hook up the hoses. You got this breather right here. We open the breather up so we can fill her up. And then the rest of it is cakewalk, folks. So that was a midnight water pump change, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you learned a little something. I'm gonna do the rest of it off camera because pretty much everybody's filled up a radiator. There's not really a whole lot to tell you there. If you don't know how to fill up a radiator, go to YouTube. You're already on it. Just type in how to fill up a radiator. Alright guys, hope you guys learned something. Any questions or anything like that, let me know in the comments. I'll do my best to answer. I'm a pretty busy feller, so yeah, may not answer, but I will do my best. Until the next time guys, have a good one. Me and my large forehead and this midnight water pump are done. Like that.